to share my experience. I would like to start with a disclaimer that I'm not a Ayurvedic doctor, neither I'm a practitioner of any medical science. But it was so that it happened in my life. I came across this science Ayurveda because I remember about 2 years back I was having a discussion with Anuradha Mataji that in spite of doing all the spiritual practices and all my sadhana very meticulously and nicely, I am not able to feel the bliss from within. And I remember she told me that you will feel the change. You will not be a same person after some time. Give it some time and there will be a change in your life. You will definitely be a different person after some time. So it is said that how crisis can be a unique opportunity to change one's path and open the opportunities for a person to be a person he or she is meant to be. So I think my it took me towards my inclination towards Ayurveda to understand what is a healthy living and how I can feel the bliss from within. It should be a natural bliss. It should not be like if I'm in a company of somebody I'm enjoying, otherwise if I'm alone I'm not happy. I wanted to feel that natural bliss. So now it so happened that about a year back I attended an Ayurveda class and a workshop, and it was very informative, and immediately picked up those tips and techniques that will be helpful in changing, can bring a change in me and could be transformative. And then I wanted to go deep into it and dive deeper and understand what is this science and how I can wholeheartedly adapt this science. And I enrolled myself in the Ayurveda course. So I cannot prescribe any medicine or anything, but I would like to share. This is more like my experience or my journey in Ayurveda and changing the mindset uh, for the transformative change in myself. So this is more like I'm sharing my journey, what has helped me. I would like to share and see if this can bring change in your life. Mm. Mataji? Yeah. So why Ayurveda? Ayurveda because we come from nature, and all our problems lie. The solution to our problems lie in the nature. So, and Ayurveda is the science of life, is which comes from nature, and it's a 5,000-year-old scripture which is given by our which is given by the supreme god himself, that what and that how to live this life, what kind of food we should be eating, what how we should be living in a daily basis, or what changes we should adapt during in the change in the season and all that. And it is said if the diet is correct we don't need the medicines, right? And if the diet is wrong and medicines is of no use. And also our body carries all those emotions, diseases, and everything which our ancestor carried through DNA, which are locked in our body parts and can be triggered with the wrong lifestyle and wrong food habits. And it is our responsibility to fix our body. It is solely our responsibility, not the responsibility of the doctors or pharma companies or astrologers or anybody. So I start with the basics of Ayurveda, which is Panch Mahabhuta. There are five elements we all know. We have studied in Bhagavad Gita: ether, air, fire, earth, and water, and we all are made of these five elements primarily. And our prakriti, our nature, is made of the combination of these five elements. I'll show you how. So these are the three biological building blocks of our body created by the five elements, which is Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So when you mix ether and air together, it is Vata. When you mix fire and water together, it becomes Pitta. And when you mix earth and water together, it becomes Kapha. So these are the doshas we are born with. When we are conceived in the womb of our mother, the our prakriti is decided then and there, just like how our blood group is decided. When we are born with the blood group, we are born with the prakriti. In fact, an astrologer can tell you what prakriti you were born with and what kind of nature you will have. You in fact you can choose your career according to your nature. For example, a Vata and a Kapha Prakriti person can be good for a automobile company because Vata gives a lot of creativity and Kapha gives a lot of safety. So this combination could be good for a automobile company. Like for choosing a career for your kids, you can actually ask an astrologer or a Ayurvedic doctor that what Prakriti he or she is, and can decide what kind of career would be most suitable for them. Uh, so, um, so the cuff, any problem which is on till our chest level, on the upper chest level, is the kapha is more is the kapha is dominant in the upper chest level, and all the diseases we experience in the upper chest level, like asthma and all that breathing problems or lungs problems, are the problems of kapha. That means that the kapha is imbalanced in our body. Any problems or the diseases we experience in the middle part of our body, which is the digestive system, that means pitta is imbalanced in our body. And any problems or diseases we experience at the lower side, like the excretion side, colon and all this side, that means vata is imbalanced in our body. And these are the Nasyam, Vamanam, Virechanam, and Basti are the Ayurvedic treatments to clear these areas. Just like how the body has doshas, the day is also has a doshas. We almost have heard about the circadian rhythm, that to follow the circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm is nothing but the movement of the sun throughout the day. So I start with 2 a.m. to 6 p.m. 2 a.m. to 6 p.m. is the time of Vata. And that's the time where other elements, because Vata is a combination of ether and air. So ether and air are most dominant that time, and water, which is ocean, earth, and fire, which is sun, are dormant. So that is a time that which is given, which is also known as Brahma Muhurta, or we do meditation in that time. And because the vata sits in the lower position in our body, and the excretion and evacuation happens during that time. So if we get up in this time and excrete waste material during this time, the it is more conducive, the body is more conducive for that, for these activities, meditation and clearing our body in that time. From 6 to 10 is a time of kapha. Kapha means that the body gets little lazy, the energy level is a bit down as compared to 2 to 6, and the sun is rising, the digestive fire is just starting, rising in our body. It is not fully active, but it is very minimal. So we should, it's a wrong concept that we should have a heavy breakfast, because the between 6 to 10 our digestive fire is very low. We should start with our day with something warm. Herbal tea is a good example, that we can have a herbal tea, or we can have a very light breakfast with some nuts or stewed fruit, something warm we should start our day with, so that the digestive fire gets active. 10 to 2 is a time where this 6 to 10 is a good time to do exercise also, like somebody who likes to go to the gym or work out or walks, or a brisk walk or running and all, because that's a kapha time. You can beat the kapha with doing some workouts. Between 10 to 2 is a time of pitta. That's a time when our digestive fire is at the peak, and we should have our heaviest meal between this time. 10 to 2 is the time when we should plan to have our heaviest meal. Like one of the days, if you want to eat your chola baturas or something, though it is not recommended, but if you really want to, you can eat in this time. Your digestive system will be relatively able to digest during this time. And between then again in the evening from 2 to 6, again a Vata time starts. This is the time. Vata again means air and ether. Is a time of creativity, communication, and better planning. If you have if you want to schedule some meeting with your colleagues or any other meetings or creative or brainstorming work, plan it between 2 to 6 in the evening. That's the time Vata is more prominent in our body and more creative thoughts come to our mind. Then again, it is 6 to 10 in the evening. It's kapha time. It's basically the time when we should have our early dinner. And again, the dinner should not be heavy. It should be very light, either soup, again, warm soup, or some sauté vegetables, or a bowl of rice if you're really hungry. And after 10 to 2, and again from 10 to 2 at night is a time of detoxification. No food is recommended that time, because that's the time our body is detoxifying. We should sleep that time to give a rest to our body and let it detoxify. I hope this is clear. Matajis, if you have any question, you can ask me about it, or later.
Hare Krishna Mataji, whichever you feel comfortable, because I think this is based on the slides. If somebody has, you can take
Yes,
some questions,
yes,
because we
yes,
might forget after that.
yes, Mataji. Matajis, if you have any question till now, please ask me.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam.
Danvat
Mataji,
pranam,
my
Mataji.
question is, morning, you said we should have a breakfast, uh, which should be quite a light one, as
Yes.
against what we do it.
Hmm.
So, for people who are working, maybe between 10 to 12, they may not be able to have that the heaviest meal.
Yes,
So,
Mataji.
what do you suggest the breakfast should be? Only few nuts or something like that?
Mataji, a good milk with a spiced milk you can have. It's a very filling thing also. Like you can put some ginger and some these haldi and some cardamom and some turmeric, and then you can have that milk. So milk is a good thing, and you have your like if around 7:30 you can have, or 6:30 you can have some herbal tea, Mataji, and later you can have some bowl of fruit and nuts, and after that you can have some milk. Or if you think you cannot eat at all between 10 and 2, then by before 10 just have a meal, Mataji, but not at like 8:30, Mataji.
Mhm. And Mataji, one more question is, curd, they say you should not eat in the evenings.
Yes, Mataji,
So,
after sunset you should not.
what should be the right time we should eat curd then?
Mataji, curd is the best. Firstly, I will go to that slide also, that what are the wrong combination of food we are being used to and what we should avoid. Curd is the best to have in a buttermilk form, because curd, as per Ayurveda, is a very heavy thing to digest. So after evening, it is very heavy because our digestive fire is very low after 6 o'clock. So before 6 is good, and after your lunch, after half an hour, consume it as buttermilk, Mataji. That's the best thing to have.
Okay, Mataji, thank you so much.
Yeah. Matajis, these are some characteristics of a Vata, Pitta, and Kapha personality. There are more characteristics, but and the best thing is to find out your personalities, to have a check with the Ayurvedic doctor once in a lifetime to find out what is your Prakriti. But on a broad line, you can understand that Vata Prakriti people are thin and lean, and it is very difficult for them to put on weight. They have very dry, pale, and rough skin. Even the hair are very dry, and they're always in hurry. They think a lot. They are very restless, and their memory is also short memory. And pitta people are medium, and they can easily lose weight and they can easily gain weight, and they are very energetic, and they are medium built, smart, and their memory is okay. And kapha personality people are very well built, like, and blessed with good skin, good hair, and they tend to put on weight easily, and very difficult for them to lose weight. And they're slow, steady, calm, and very what do you guess? They have a lot of attachment to things, and the memory is pretty good. So this is the like a broad categories, and but there are many things to it that Ayurvedic doctor analyzes about what is your characteristics, or and can identify your prakriti, and according to your prakriti you should eat. So I just want to tell you that if the kapha is balanced in your body, it leads to good bone and tissue development. Right. So if the kapha is less in our body, or if it is imbalanced, the problems like accumulation of mucus, cold, cough, asthma, and the problems related to upper chest will happen, will manifest in our body. And if the pitta is balanced in our body, we will be energetic and feel young. And, it's like a go-getter kind of a people that they will transform things, and whatever comes to the mind, they will transform it. But if it is imbalanced, it leads to a lot of problems of stomach, small intestine, skin problems, sweat glands, they sweat a lot, and anger and all will also increase in them. If the person is getting really angry, that means the pitta is very high in them. And Vata personality, if the Vata is balanced in our body, there will be good movement, creativity, and good cognitive skills, and good public speaking also. But if Vata is imbalanced, that means the lower side, where the Vata is dominant, we will experience the problems of constipation, irregular bowel syndrome, or excessive thoughts, anxiety, and depression will manifest in our body. So if you see any of these problems within yourself, you know what elements are imbalanced in you. That means if kapha is imbalanced, that means earth and water is high in your body, and you should eat the opposite of that. And I'll tell you how to do that. So how do you balance these elements in your body? So I'll tell you that every prakriti, every dosha has there are six rasas in Ayurveda: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, pungent, and astringent. So kapha is made of sweet, sour, and salty. So if you are a kapha personality, if you have kapha higher side, you should avoid taking sweet, sour, and salty things and switch to pungent, bitter, and astringent things. So if you are and pitta is pungent, sour, and salty. So if the pitta is high in you, switch to sweet, bitter, and astringent things. And vata is bitter and astringent. So if vata is high in you, which is bitter and astringent, then take fruit and vegetables or food items which are sweet, sour, salty, and pungent in nature. So, for example, like sweet things are like all sweet fruit, a mango, custard apple, papaya, sweet grapes. These are sweet things. And even our grains like wheat and rice and all these have sugar in it. So, if somebody who's very thin, that means his vata personality should have more of this milk, natural sugar from fruit, coconut, ghee. Ghee is an excellent remedy for people who have vata personality. And if pitta is very high, don't take these pungent things like which are fiery in nature, like spices or chilies and all those things, and switch to sweet things. And if vata is high, or vata is high, then I told already kapha. But if kapha is high, then take pungent things which are fiery in nature, like all the spices. Our spices, cloves, and all those spices are there, and switch to astringent fruit like strawberries, berries, apples, if your kapha is high. Is it making sense, Mataji? Or am I going too fast, or am I able to explain that what are these 6 days and how we can inculcate them to pacify the doshas in our body?
Matsi, it's very difficult, but you go ahead. Maybe eventually, if somebody has a doubts, you can can share the presentation in the group. Okay.
Okay, Mataji.
It's good. It's good, but
Mataji,
we don't have the knowledge, right? So it might be a little difficult for
Mataji,
everybody, but you can go
Yes,
ahead.
Mataji.
Mataji, you said the Ayurveda doctors will be able to identify which
Yes.
category do we do belong. But based on these symptoms, it looks like we have a mix. There
That
will be some overlap of some kind, right?
Yes, Mataji. So I want to add one more thing. Prakriti is something we are born with, right?
Okay.
And we can have imbalances of anything at any point of time. For example, I'm a Pitta Prakriti, but 2 years back
Mm-hmm.
I was experiencing a lot of Vata imbalance in my body. So I switched my
Okay.
diet to Kapha. So on a daily basis, we could be a very different person, right?
Okay.
Like I eat
Got it.
very heavy food today, so Kapha will get high in me. But tomorrow I will
Mm.
eat kapha pacifying food, more of vata taste. I will take very light food, light fruit,
Okay.
light vegetables, right? So I'll balance it. So prakriti is one
Okay.
thing, and the changes happen in our body on a daily basis is called vrikriti. So my prakriti is pitta, I'm as a person, I'm Pitta, but today I could feel an imbalance of Vata. I could feel an imbalance of Kapha. It's not that I will be
Okay,
Pitta
so do the
throughout.
doctors, okay. So do the doctors carry out some kind of tests
Yes,
or
Mataji, there is a personality
mm,
test, and also they check your nadi.
acha. Okay, madam.
With that,
Okay.
they can identify.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you.
So, for example, Mataji, if I see you, like how much I know you, Shilpa Mataji, you seems to be like a Kapha personality to me.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Okay, Mataji.
but if I see that maybe you're getting very angry or something is happening, that means pitta is imbalanced in you. You must have eaten.
Mm,
For example, I'm telling you a very live example. 3 4 days
mm,
back, I was getting irritated on all small things on my, and I was wondering why I'm getting so irritated on my cook, on my son. If for small things I'm getting angry. And then I recalled, what am I eating? What am I eating? Then I recalled that my mother has come and she's put green chili pickle, a fresh one, and with paranthas I'm eating every day in the morning. And because of
mm,
those green chili pickles, my pitta got increased and I was getting so angry. Immediately, when it came to my mind that my pitta is increased, I ate a sweet thing and I ate pomegranate to pacify my pitta. And I swear by God that I will not eat this pickle anymore. I'm getting too angry, and I could see the change in me. Immediately, I could see the change. So these tastes
okay.
play a very important role in just switching to your, if you're feeling something, you can switch it immediately. Like if your
Okay,
child is
okay.
feeling very lazy in studying or something, so give them
Mm,
a herbal tea which has ginger or with cloves or something,
okay.
cinnamon. They are pungent in nature. They immediately will give that zeal or that enthusiasm in them. And if a child who's restless, give him a banana,
Okay,
it will
okay.
ground
Yeah,
him.
that's why they have this saying, na, you are what you eat. Yeah.
Sorry, Mataji.
Okay. No, no, there is a saying, na, you are what you eat.
You are what you eat and what you
Mm,
digest also. If you are not able to digest,
mm.
then again it's a problem. So your digestion has to be very good. So so
Mataji.
it depends like how you are feeling. If you eat opposite of that, you can, like, if a child is very restless, give him a banana, he'll
Mm,
ground, because banana is kapha in nature. It makes
okay.
you calm.
Mataji,
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji, to balance Vata, what we have to do?
Mataji, desi ghee, A2 cow ghee is an excellent remedy for balancing vata.
Mataji,
I am
any
telling you
age
with
group
my
children, any age group can eat this ghee?
Yeah, yes, Mataji, desi ghee can be taken by lactose intolerant people also.
Okay.
Who are vegan can also take it. But Mataji, my request is please take pure A2 cow ghee. Ayurveda works fine when the ingredients are correct, or the source of the ingredients are fine. So increase Vata personality people can have early morning warm water, a spoon of desi ghee, mix it and drink every day. You will see a change in yourself within 27 days. So this is basically an idea that there are 6 tastes, and we can bring a change in our nature by changing just the intake of taste in our body. This is the diet chart for the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha Prakriti. If you are a Vata Prakriti, one by two should be a carb with little ghee. A carb is all your rice, wheat, and grains. 1/4 should be the cooked vegetables. A Vata should never eat anything which is raw. Raw food will only increase dryness in you and increase the Vata in you. 1/4 should be the protein, and everything should be mildly spiced for them. Pitta Prakriti people should have 1/3 carb with ghee, 1/3 with veggies, and 1/3 with protein. 1/3 protein. And mildly or no spicy is okay for Pitta. Kapha Prakriti should have half cooked spicy vegetables, 1/4 carb, little ghee, and 1/4 little protein and little spicy. Spices are good for Kapha. Is this good, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, sorry for the
Yes.
interruption.
No
I'm
problem.
getting a lot of messages saying that the earlier posted link is invalid and people are calling me and Bharti Mataji, is that the new link? Should I send them?
Sure, but this is what we usually use, Mataji.
I don't know. I'm getting messages and calls. Okay, now I'm sending the new link. Don't worry.
Actually,
On the
Zika
poster,
was
there is
missing.
some other name put. On the poster, there is some other link and other number and other password. So
No,
this,
Okay,
Mataji,
okay.
poster has correct password only, but the poster Zoom ID has no zero at the end. One number was missing there. That's why it is not allowing.
Okay, I posted the recent one. No worries. So if anybody are posting to their known friends or anything, post the new link which Bharti Mataji has sent in the group of Sakhi Sangha. Okay.
Mataji, shall I wait for a minute or two or continue?
No, go ahead, Mataji. I just wanted to say, post the
Okay.
link to your friends or anybody from the Sakhi Sangha what Bharati Mataji has sent recently. Mataji, go ahead, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. So, Mataji, this was the basics of the Ayurveda, and I would like, because Ayurveda is such an extensive topic, I cannot cover everything, but I'm just covering what is more practical and can be used on a daily basis, and what all things I have used myself. Uh, so Ayurveda for skin and hair. So skin is the largest organ in our body and is considered as a second mouth. So we should not use anything on our skin which we cannot eat, because at least if we eat, it can be filtered and purified through our kidneys and all. But what we apply on our skin cannot be purified. It goes directly in our bloodstream. So be very careful that what we put on our skin and hair. So these are some of the enemies of the skin: makeup residue, dehydration, sudden change in weight, either losing or gaining, or lack of exercise, using a lot of chemicals on our body, pollution and direct sunlight, and definitely stress. What some changes you can bring, which are very easy to do, is instead of using chemical products, use natural ingredients from kitchen. And for instead of cosmetic creams, replace with cold press oils, ghee or aloe vera gel. These oils are excellent way to hydrate your body, and even this desi ghee and aloe vera gel for especially the pitta people who get a lot of rashes on their face, on the body. And instead of soap, use homemade upton, which you can use basin, and vata people can use green gram. Yogurt can be used by vata people, plus milk can be used by pitta people, and honey can be used by kapha people. Plus a pinch of turmeric plus lemon is an excellent upton which you can use on a daily basis instead of soaps, because soaps also they take away the natural oil of your body. So and whatever we put on our screen, the skin is consuming it, so we should put whatever we can put in our mouth. Japand. Now I'm giving you some tips for healthy hair and skin, which I have used myself, Mataji, and I've felt a lot of difference. 2 years back, I lost a lot of hair, and also my skin was becoming pale and dry. After using all these tips in my own life, I saw a transformation. My hair started growing back, actually, and became much healthier. This is first important tip is you have to improve your digestion. If your digestion is not good, it will show on your hair and skin. Poor digestion, if your skin is not healthy, that means your digestion is not good. And a very good remedy for that is the CCFT. It is the cumin, cardamom, and carom, and fennel seed tea. I'll give you the recipe later in the group. I can send the recipe. It's a digestive tea, which you make it, keep it in a bottle and drink it throughout the day, or at least half an hour before your meals, or half an hour after your meals, however suits you best. Keep it throughout the day. It's just like an infused water. Drink it throughout the day. It suits everybody. Unless you are extremely pitta, then you can drink a small quantity. Otherwise, you can drink it. And then you keep your colon clean and the best way to do cleaning your colon is going on a mono diet. Mono diet is a diet that you eat only one thing for certain amount of time, like a moong dal khichdi with vegetables is a complete meal in itself. So morning, lunch and dinner, you're eating only moong dal khichdi for at least minimum 3 days, 5 days, or 7 days if you can go up to. And it cleans your colon because our liver has a very short memory, and whenever we eat new type of food, our liver has to think a lot that what kind of enzyme or a digestive juice it should secrete to break down this food. But if we are eating something which is known to the liver, it will say, okay, I know how to break down this food, I don't have to put my mind to it, and it excretes accordingly. And it doesn't pay too much attention on how to break down on food, rather it will pay attention on how to detoxify the body. So mono diet is a excellent way to clean your colon. And if somebody wants to know more about it, we can talk off the session about mono diet. And follow the circadian rhythm. That circadian rhythm, I told that there is a three dosha during the day also, between 2 to 6, 6 to 10, and 10 to 2. Follow that circadian rhythm. Eat your food before sunset, your dinner, and follow that rhythm. Definitely you will see a healthier change in yourself, more energy, and your digestive system will get better, and you will have, you in fact you will have more time to do things and feel energetic throughout the day. So for a very bad hair loss, first thing you should do is stop oiling it, because hair loss is a pitta imbalance in a body, and pitta is I means there is inflammation in the body. Body is already producing a lot of heat, and if we put oil, it will aggravate the pitta. So, and anyways, if you know if something is slipping and you put oil on it, it will slip even more, right? So if your hair are falling down and you put oil in it, it will fall down even more. So first thing what you have to do is stop oiling. If you really want to oil, use desi ghee, because desi ghee pacifies pitta. Desi ghee pacifies inflammation. So any kind of, even on your face, you feel any pimple or any rash, put A2 cow desi ghee on your body, on your face, on your body, anywhere. On your hair also, for a very bad hair loss, put desi ghee. Don't put hot water. Don't take shower with hot water. And check if your water is good. If the water coming in your taps is not of good quality, then use the filter water or RO water to wash your hair. Do at least these three things first. Stop oiling. Don't use hot water, and don't use that bore water if it is not good. If it is too much contaminated, if it's a lot of chlorine in it. And what you can do is shampoo your hair with buttermilk or rice water. Whenever you're making rice, keep that water extra fermented and use it in cleaning your hair. It's an excellent shampoo. It gives so much shine to your hair, and also increases the growth. Or buttermilk also you can use as an excellent way to clean your hair scalp. And whatever infection is there, it will also come down. And second is conditioning of hair. After shampoo, you can either use apple cider vinegar, just one spoon, one cup of apple cider vinegar with 1 mug of water. Rinse it well with in your hair. Let it be there for 3-4 minutes, and rinse it with clean water. Or black tea water you can use after to clean condition your hair. It gives a very straight and black color look to your hair, and is a wonderful conditioning. And I have used both the things myself. I am telling you what I have done myself. Then it is that premature graying. Lot of Matajis have asked me that there is a lot of premature graying of hair happening to them, and which is again a pitta imbalance. So, and we know that pitta is a combination of pungent, sour, and salty things. So, salt taste. So, we should reduce our salt intake. Take a lot of curry leaves in your diet. You can make a powder of curry leaf, put it in a rice, and with ghee, eat it. Just keep it on the table, some ghee and curry leaf powder, dry it and keep it on your table. Put a little bit of curry leaf in your diet every day. Eat apples, eat everything which has basically iron in it. And then we have homemade hair mask. I will share some remedies which are excellent in reducing the hair fall. One is you can start for the first week, like it is recommended to put onion juice, but since we do not use onion, I did not use it. But I started with my routine as some yogurt and lemon. I mixed it and I applied it on my scalp, left it for 45 minutes to 60 minutes and washed my hair. I did that for 1 week to thrice a week. And next week I methi seeds we all know, right? Methi seeds are there. So you soak them overnight in that water, what you soak, blend it in a mixie and put it in a yogurt and put it on your scalp. It definitely reduces hair fall and it gives such a good shine to your hair. These two are the, and there are other home-made masks also. If somebody wants to bring volume to their hair, take banana and yogurt. If somebody has frizzy hair and want to straighten their hair, this is a time for strawberries, then yogurt and strawberry is a good combination. Mataji's, this is what in Ayurveda, according to Ayurveda, these are the forbidden food combinations. The first is fruit with fruit. There are 3 categories of fruit: sweet, sour, and astringent. We should never mix these fruits together. We should either eat sweet fruits together or sour fruits together or astringent fruits together. For example, if you're eating papaya, then firstly it is recommended to eat not to more than 1 or 2 fruits at a time, but if you really want to eat, then at least categorize into these 3. If you're eating papaya, then eat papaya and what other sweet fruits are there? Mango and custard apple, these kind of sweet fruits, or chiku or something like this. If you're eating sour fruits or a citrus fruit like this sour grapes or tangerines or oranges, they should be together. And astringent fruits are apple and berries, strawberries and blackberries. These are astringent fruits. So do not mix them together because different kind of digestive juices are required to break down different kind of fruit, and the body gets really confused, and if the digestion doesn't happen properly, then will be a lot of bloating and indigestion in the body. And fruit and dairy does not go together. No fruit and dairy. These smoothies and these milkshakes are a big farce. Please do not make any fruit banana shakes or strawberry shakes or blueberry shakes. If you really want to have some fruit shake, then in the season of summer season, you can have a very dried sweet mango and milk together. And in dairy and in yogurt, definitely no fruit goes. So they have because fruit have different they have sugar, and these dairy products have these bacteria in it, and they breed on the bacteria breed on that sugar and creates a lot of fermentation in our body. And when there will be fermentation, there will be inflammation in our body. So everything will go topsy-turvy in your body. You will feel bloated, you will feel indigested, there will be so much gas in your body, and you'll not be able to focus on other things. So be very mindful of that what you are eating. And third is fruit with vegetables. Again, fruit and vegetables should not be mixed together. No fruit and grains and pulses should be mixed. Milk with vegetables, milk with salty snacks, milk with yogurt is a wrong combination. Yogurt with fruit, yogurt with nightshade vegetables. Nightshade vegetables are like tomatoes, eggplant, and all that, or bell peppers, capsicum, and all those things should not be mixed. Yogurt with cheese, again yogurt with legumes. We think we should mix dal and yogurt together and it is a good protein, but it's not a good combination because yogurt has a different kind of protein and legumes have different kind of protein, and it confuses the body that how to break down which protein to break down and how to break up which protein to break down and which one to do it first. So body gets really confused. Milk and cereal is a wrong combination. Protein with other proteins like yogurt, and like we eat a lot of dal, we eat paneer also together. Paneer is a different protein, dal is a different protein. Yes, Mataji, you have a question, Mataji?
Mataji, we are so used to adding cream, milk to
Yes, Mataji. It's a wrong combination. Once in a while you can do it, but it should not be a very daily habit, Mataji.
Yeah, can you, Mataji? I would request if you can also tell me tell us the replacements also.
Yes, Mataji. Instead of cream, what you can do is make cashew cream. Soak the cashews overnight or for at least 4 or 5 hours and make the paste of the cashews. It gives the cream effect. For all my cream vegetables like palak paneer and all, I use only cashew cream, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you.
Yeah. Proteins with other proteins, again, a bad combination. We should try to have one protein at a time. I understand when we are going to a party or some feast is there, are there different kind of variety of food that there is exceptional. You can have it. Don't stress too much, Matajis. But in your daily life, try to avoid it. And deep fried potato chips, again, they're very carcinogenic in nature. We should not eat anything with, like potatoes, it turn that brown and reddish. That is carcinogenic in nature and creates cortisol in our body. And heat, never heat honey. Honey is really is not recommended in Ayurveda, that it is a medicine and not food. Never mix it with any tea, any herbal tea, or in any baking or any kind of wherever heating is required. In fact, some of the cereals we get, the honey bunches of oats and all, they're not good because they're honey coated, and that honey is treated on a very high temperature, and it turns very poisonous for our body. So be careful of if you're buying any snacks from the market and if it is honey coated, so don't buy it, any kind of cereal. And cucumber and lemon is also a bad combination because they have opposite properties. Cucumber is anti-diuretic in nature and lemon is diuretic in nature. They are opposite to each other. So we should not mix cucumber and lemon. So, Matajis, this is all about Ayurveda, that how you should take care of your physical body, which is very important because everything starts with the physical body. Our spirituality, I mean, if we want to feel the bliss in the spirituality, it first starts with our physical body, which is Annamaya Kosha. Is there any questions so far, Matajis, or should I go ahead, or we'll take the questions later, Mataji? Okay, Mataji. So I'll go ahead. Like why rational mindset is important. Like I spoke about Ayurveda, which takes care of our physical body, which in turn helps us to take care of our mind. So we know we are a layer of these 5 koshas: Annamaya Kosha, Pranmaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanmaya Kosha, and Anandmaya Kosha. The final is the Anandmaya Kosha. So if you want to feel the bliss, we should start with eating right, right? Take care of our physical body first. So if we are eating right, that will create the right kind of prana in us. And if the prana is right in us, then the next layer is Manomaya Kosha, the mind, our mental health. We will have a sound mental health. So what is pranmaya? What is pranic energy? Pranic energy is the energy which is like a thought is converted into an action. How a thought is converted into an action? For example, if I think, okay, I have to go pick up this mobile phone. I go and pick up this mobile phone. So I got a thought first that I have to pick up the phone, and it was converted into action. So what converted that thought into an action is the pranic energy. And if our pranic energy is correct, then our mind, we will feel at ease. Our mind will function well. So we all know that our soul communicate with the physical body through pranic energy, and it uses the mind as a bridge. So the consciousness, the pranic energy flows from our consciousness, from our soul to the external body through mind. So if the pranic energy is not correct, if the pranic energy is not correct, we cannot experience a mental or stable mind, and we cannot experience the mental and the stable mind. We cannot access to our intelligence, which is our wisdom body, and then we cannot experience that blissfulness. So it all starts with the physical body. I spoke about how Ayurveda can take care of our physical body. Now we will talk about how we can take care of our pranic energy. And pranic energy is nothing but our thought processes. If our thought processes are correct, we can definitely move on to the next koshas and feel that bliss. I'll explain how much. The pranic energy is nothing but our thought processes. The thought energy is the pranic energy, and there are these are the 7 energy chakras in our body, main chakras, which which raises our consciousness and give energy to different organs to function. For example, this root chakra, which is called the Mooladhara chakra, it is connected at the lower of the spine, and it gives energy to all those organs which are connected in that area, like our reproductive system and all. And it corresponds to the this emotion called trust. And if we have the negative energy stored, the negative energy is, if we have the irrational thoughts or we have wrong energy, then it will be stored. The fear, if we live in fear, the fear will get stored in this chakra. So whatever organs are getting energy from this chakra will get affected. For example, if any Mataji is having a uterus problem and all, definitely the root chakra is imbalanced or is not working up to its capacity. And there is a lot of negative emotion like fear and all stored in that chakra. And moving up, this is called the Swadhisthana or the sacral chakra. The creativity and it represents our creativity and sexuality. But if we have negative or wrong irrational mindset, the negative emotion, guilt will get stored in it. So if somebody is living a lot of in guilt and all that, this sacral chakra will get affected, and all the digestive system around it will get affected. If somebody is having a very weak digestive system, that means the sacral chakra is affected and is not able to give energy to the digestive system, and there is a lot of guilt sitting in that chakra. The third chakra is called Manipur chakra or the solar plexus chakra. This is a chakra which gives us self-assertiveness, gives a lot of power and wisdom. You will see a good leaders who are good in public speaking and good in leadership qualities will have a very strong Manipura chakra. But if there is if the emotion like shame and all are there in our system, it gets stored in this chakra, and it weakens our, we become very self-defeating thoughts will come to our mind that I'm not good enough for anything or I'm useless, and these kind of thoughts will start coming to us. And then the moving up is the Anahata or the heart chakra, which corresponds to love and healing. But if there is a lot of grief in us, it will get stored in this chakra and it will affect the health of this chakra. And definitely all the heart related issues are because of that. Moving up is the Vishuddha chakra, which is the throat chakra, which corresponds to expression. Like if we want to express our feelings, and if this chakra is balanced and working to its fullest capacity, then our expression will be nice, will be a good communicator. Even good singers have their Vishuddha chakra activated. All the singers will have this chakra activated. But if there is emotions like anxiety and depression, this chakra, it gets stored in this chakra, and all the problems relating to throat, the thyroid gland problem and all will get manifested in our body if this chakra is not working fine. Moving up is the Agna chakra, which is called the third eye chakra, which corresponds to awareness. And if negative emotions get irrational beliefs and all that get stored, this chakra gets affected, and we are like covered by illusion. So if the person who's too much living in illusion, that means this Yagna chakra is not working properly, or is imbalanced. And this chakra is basically it gives us a lot of intuitive power. If this chakra is activated, we get a lot of intuitive power. And the last chakra is Sahasrara chakra, which is the crown chakra, and it corresponds to spirituality. If we can raise our awareness up to this chakra, that means we can be very spiritually aligned, and a negative emotion like attachment gets stored in somebody. Like, if somebody has too much attachment to the material world, they cannot move towards spirituality, or they cannot embrace spirituality. So these are the negative emotions which get stored in these energy chakras. And whereas these energy chakras are meant to give energy to our organs to function properly, and is just our negative emotions, our thought process gets stored in these chakras and make them not function properly. And I will tell you how we can get out of these negative emotions by through exercises. Yes, Mataji, is there any question, Mataji? And Radha Mataji, is there any question?
No, Mataji, I forgot to unraise.
Okay, Mataji. Okay, Mataji. There are some. So, what are the reasons behind having negative emotions? That all these emotions are there. There is fear, there is anxiety, there is grief, there is shame. What are the reasons behind these negative emotions? So, there is a study which shows there are the 13 categories, broad categories, where all the irrational or the negative thinking falls. So, like for example, yeah, that like a lot of people may have this notion that I must be loved and approved of by significant people in my life, and if I'm not, then it is awful, that they cannot handle it. Like if somebody is very like if my parents are not approving me or not loving me, and they're very significant people in my life, then it my life is awful. So that kind of thinking can create negative emotions in us. And if people are not behaving according to me or not fair and they are bad, they should be blamed and punished, and I must have my way, and it is very awful when things are not the way I want. So these are the this is as per the study, and that these are the 13 irrational beliefs people carry, and because of these beliefs we store negative emotions in our body, and hence we imbalances our chakra. And if the chakras are imbalanced, the pranic energy does not flow properly, and if the pranic energy does not flow properly, our mind cannot function, we cannot have access to our wisdom, and we cannot have the blissful, that bliss we all want to experience. Uh, Now, like, what are the root causes of these irrational beliefs? Why these irrational beliefs are there in us? Because either we are too demanding that that thing should happen in a certain way. People should behave in a certain way. Like we all have certain kind of demandingness. For example, in me also, that I have my own hygiene routine, and if people are not following my hygiene routine, it becomes very intolerable for me. So but yes, I am overcoming, and I have mellowed down a lot by practicing all these exercises in my life, and bringing that change. And also the people, there is a lot of awfulness in people, that oh my god, it's so horrible, I cannot stand it, or these kind of things, that I cannot tolerate it, I need things in a certain way. And there is low frustration tolerance in people, I can't stand it, like if it is not happening this way, then I can't stand it. And people rating, that you start rating people that she's not this way, she's bad, and I'm horrible, I'm useless. These are the four basic core roots behind the negative emotions. So we have to identify that what kind of irrational belief we are carrying, and those irrational beliefs, how are they affecting our belief system, our energies, our energy, that's pranic energy, and how we are getting sucked into it and not able to feel or feel happy, or be able to self actualize ourselves. So, Matajis, there is a small exercise that we all can do, like how to get rid of these negative emotions in our body. So, there are four kind of releases we can do. First is a logical release, that we have to logically challenge our beliefs. So I'll share an example which I've done with somebody recently about irrational belief what she was carrying with her from her childhood. Like a logical release is that when you release this irrational script logically, it will change your pain web. Pain web is something, a pain which you put in your body, for like you put shame in your body. is a pain, and that will affect in your family, or you put anger in your body. So if it is in you, you will give the transfer the same in your family members, and so your family will also get affected with that emotion you are carrying. It will affect your career also, and if your career is affected, the finances will be affected, and you will never be able to feel the bliss in spirituality. So if you release those emotions logically, you can convert your pain web into your pleasure web. And pleasure web is what? Is that you're surviving very nicely and you're happy. And when you are surviving nicely and you are happy, you can reach your potential. You can actually self actualize yourself. You can reach your potential. So these are the 4 questions. Whenever you have a wrong belief or an irrational belief or a negative emotion in you, prove it wrong by asking these 4 questions. First, you ask yourself, is this belief helpful for me? Second, you ask if there is any evidence of this being true. Third, if you ask, and if it is true, then it is okay. Let it be. See what bad things can happen to me if I keep this belief. Write it down, make a journal and write these answers every day. Every day, do this exercise so that you can logically release those negative emotions out of your body. And fourth is you ask yourself, what good things can happen to me if I give up this belief? So I'll share with you an example, Matajis, which I've done with somebody recently. That she had this problem, that the event happened in her childhood, where her friends and relatives would shame her, body shame her for her looks and call her ugly and all that. And that so she developed a belief and thoughts, which was irrational in her, that I am useless and good for nothing. There is nothing good about me, and I'm hopeless, and no one loves me. So this was the irrational belief she developed in herself, and all the decisions of her life she started taking based on that belief. So when we did this exercise with her, when I did this exercise with her, I asked her that how did she feel? What were the consequences of this belief system? She said, I felt terrible and worthless. Then I asked her, what are the some of the things that you experienced in your body? She said, I experienced shame and unloved. So I asked her, how did you behave? She said, I would cry and hide myself whenever someone would come visit my house. So this became her, pattern. This became her belief that I should not be seen by anybody. I should not interact. I should not socialize with anybody because I'm good for nothing. Then we started challenging her beliefs, that to prove them wrong, that I asked her, is this belief helpful for you? She said, no, it is not at all helpful. It demoralizes me and lowers my self-esteem. So I asked her, is there any evidence of this being true? She said, yes. I was fat and I always had dark skin, but I was decent in studies and good at creative writing and singing. So I asked her, what bad things can happen to you if you keep this belief? She said, I will lose confidence in myself, always see myself as inferior to others, and attract only low energies in my life. So I asked her, what good things can happen to you if you give up this belief? She said, I can develop self confidence by acknowledging my strength, qualities, and accomplishments beyond just physical appearance. So we worked together and we came up with a new statement, a new belief system, which I wanted her to practice on a daily basis. We came up with a new statement that was that while dressing nicely, putting on makeup to look good, etc., does make a good impression initially, but my other skills and unique strength are also very important contribution to my overall success in life. I owe it to myself to take care of my feelings, peace of mind, as well as authenticity. I can't let it get affected by anyone else. And it would be nice if other person likes me the way I am, listen and understand my needs as well as boundaries, and appreciate my unique self. But I shall be able to handle my emotions, any disapproval, if it does not happen the way that way. So I might not like it that way, but but I can definitely stand it. And while I would prefer their understanding and approval, I absolutely do not need it. So this was the new belief system we penned down, and I asked her to read this belief system again and again till it becomes her new script. And what was the new emotional state she felt? That she said, I feel like a new person who believes in self-validation and not bothered by societal view of me. It will take me time to get over the childhood trauma of rejection, but I want to be a better version of myself. So I will give my best to change my inner script. And the result was that she felt encouraged to turn inside and focus on her inner strength, engage in activities that bring her joy, fulfillment, and sense of accomplishment beyond physical appearance. So this is the one way of releasing those irrational or negative emotions in you, which are caused due to our childhood trauma, or could be or because of our environment and how we were raised, among what kind of thought processes we were raised. And second is the memory release, that okay, now we know the new script. How do I go back in the memory and release that memory from my system? So you have a new logical statement. Now you go back to that memory, connect with that incident, experience that incident, and say what you want to say. Go back and then use your new script, and how you and act the way you wanted to act, which you did not at that time, and visualize the statement with your new script. And there are guided meditations where you can use which helps in connecting with your emotions, with the incident, figuring out your response and noting down your new response, and you will feel that you are a new yourself, a new being. I hope it is making sense, Matajis, or am I going too technical?
Mataji, if you have any questions, you can elaborate later after you finish.
Okay. And so we did the logical release by asking ourselves those logical questions. Second, we did the memory release by going back to that incident with the new script. We visualize this incident, and with the new script, we play the entire incident in our mind, and use a new script and act the way we wanted to act that time, and we could not act. And third is the energy release. Energy release is the release of energy, irrational thoughts or negative emotions sitting in our chakras. So these chakras store these negative emotions, and and there are methods to release these negative energies by guided meditation. There are guided meditation for each energy chakras. For root chakra, if your root chakra is weak, there are meditation for root chakras, and there are pranayams for root chakras. There are yoga asanas for root chakras. And for all the chakras, there are a specific guided meditation, pranayam, and yoga asanas. Apart from that, you can do daily walks, exercise, workouts, and just dance it out to release those energies or negative emotions from your body. And fourth is this is the last release that you have to do. The fourth is the emotional release. So now you know that logically you have released, energetically you have released, and in memory you have released, but emotionally you have to release. But there is a fear of acting with the new script. For example, that with that person whom I did that exercise, she has a new script, but she's fearful of acting with the new script. She could be fearful of what will be the repercussions. Like, if I use my new script, now what will be the repercussions? Fear of how will I be treated, right? So you have to counteract with these questions, that are you ordering yourself in the current way anyways? That fear of how things will change and how well you can handle them. So if you act with your new script, then how will things change for you and how will you handle them? So you will answer yourself, I'm an adult and I can deal with it. And fear of losing relations. Like if you act, like if you are getting troubled by in some relationship and you act with your new script, you are fearful that if I act with my new script, maybe I lose relationships. So you have to ask yourself, are these relationships really there, or I mean, are they real or not? And fear of losing something, that we are always fearful that we stay in a very bad situation thinking that we will lose something. Let's stay in that because we all think that known devil is better than unknown devil. So we keep living in a pathetic situation, not making any change because we fear of losing something. But then we have to ask ourselves that how bad is that compared to your home being like how bad it could be. Like it is not as bad as like home is going to be get swallowed by an earthquake or something, right? It is not that you will lose everything in life, you will not have a house to live, or you will not have food to eat or anything. So you have to like analyze your situation, that how bad you are in a situation and how better you can get if you act with your new script. So you have to analyze all these situations, do all these releases on a regular basis, and you have to get these negative energies out of your system. And what is the way of doing it? What is the way of doing it? You have to practice these releases on a daily basis. You have to observe yourself, that what are the obstructions in my life, what are these emotions which I'm experiencing in my body. And if there are some internal pause button, means that when these thought, what is mind is made of thoughts, and there are definitely 4 kinds of thoughts. One is positive, negative, functional, and wasteful. So whenever a thought is coming to your mind, just analyze it. Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it functional? Or is it wasteful? So if it is a positive and a functional thought, empower it. And if it is a negative and or a wasteful thought, quieten it. So you have to have an internal pause button every time you have an irrational or a rational belief. Observe yourself, that what kind of thought it is. I don't want this thought to sit in my body as an energy and trouble my pranic energy. And act from your new script, and try to act with your new script. Why is it not? Yeah, so I'll conclude by saying that more than we monitor our foods, we must monitor our thoughts also. And complaining gets us nowhere. Nobody is to be blamed for our situation, not even our parents. We should not blame our parents because of them. We are in this situation, or anybody in our life, because it's our karma that we are in a certain situation, and we are an adult. We should know how to take care of ourselves, our feelings, and we should know how to fix ourselves. So rather than blaming anybody or a situation, we should grace every situation. We should accept every situation with grace and try to make a change in our life. And create whatever we can, wonderful things in our life in spite of our circumstances. So this is my learning and this is my experience. And I started with saying that 2 years back, when I asked Anuradha Mataji that I am not feeling that bliss that I should be feeling with practicing all this spiritual my practices, I should be feeling that bliss, but I am not. She told me, no, you will change, you will evolve as a person, and after a period of time you will feel that bliss. And I would like to share, like about two months back, Leela and Prabhuji in one of the satsang, Sunday satsang, asked me that how am I doing and is everything okay with me. Without a thought or a pause, I said, Prabhuji, I feel very happy, very blissful. So I think it's all because I inculcated all these practices in my life. A change in my physical and mental being is because of these practices. And definitely, I'm a very different person than I was 1.5 years back. So this is all my experiences, and whatever I have, adapted in my life, I shared with you, and I hope it is helpful for everybody, and it is quite and becomes provoking for everybody to bring some change in their life through some practices. Thank you so much, Mataji, for giving me a chance to speak, and I'm sorry if if I made any mistake or if I was not able to explain myself in a better way.
Mataji, thank you so much. Mataji, excellent class, Mataji. In fact, each of your
Excellent.
presentations can be one of the classes for the future Saki Sangha. They're really nice, you can elaborate those on each one of the slides, and specifically the mental health which you are talking needs more and more elaborate
Yes,
classes.
Mataji.
So that will be helpful. And your case study and your presentation of the case study with one Mataji was an excellent way.
Yes, Mataji.
So that, we can also have such kind of classes for Mataji's in this forum.
Sure, Mataji. I mean, these exercises are wonderful exercises because till we name our feeling, because we are feeling a lot of emotions, we never name them. We never say I'm angry. We never say uh, I'm feeling shame in me. We never say we are feeling guilt in ourselves. Till we name them, name our emotions, we will not be able to get rid of them. So we first name them, and then we understand why this is happening in my body and where it is getting stored, why I'm feeling this in my body, and how I can release these emotions. Because these emotions are nothing but like a pressure cooker. A whistle is there. If the whistle is if the whistle is coming, then if we keep shutting the whistle, it will not help. We have to switch off the fire, right, which is underneath. So if somebody is having guilt, somebody is having shame, so what is the underlying belief behind that emotion, right? So if we can address to that belief, then we can get rid of those emotions. Until we get rid of these emotions, we cannot feel the bliss, Mataji. This is what my learning is, my experience is.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Any questions?
Thank you, Mataji. Really, really nice topics. Every sentence that you displayed here has so much of dwelling that we need to do to understand ourselves. So that is one thing. I have just one question. Is irrespective of what our vata, pitta, kapha combination or imbalance, if there are one or maybe three foods that we can take no matter what our imbalance
Yes,
is.
Mataji.
For example,
Mataji,
honey.
yes.
Is it safe for
Yeah.
everybody? Is it safe for
No,
everybody? And
Mataji,
what is the
firstly,
best
honey is
one?
only when you have cold, you should take honey. And person who kapha people can take honey, but pitta people should not take honey. Pitta people who have skin problem and digestive problems, these are the problems of pitta. Uterus problem, uterus also. So these are you have to be very careful. Honey, if you have cold, like for example, if you are having cold, irrespective of what prakriti you are, you can take honey. But otherwise, you should not.
But what are there any one or two simple foods
Yes,
irrespective of what our
Mataji, there is
imbalance is?
pomegranate is a fruit like which can be taken by everybody. Like it's a three dosha in nature.
It is like every day we can eat, no
Yeah, you can eat
restriction.
every day. In fact, I told you, when I was eating a lot of green chilies, immediately I had a bowl of pomegranate and neutralizes my pitta.
Oh, nice to know, Mataji. If there is anything like that, okay.
Yeah.
Water can be consumed
Yes,
anytime.
Mataji, water can be consumed. You can have infused water also. Because there's so much, Mataji, I cannot could not include in the presentation. But if you are a Pitta Prakriti, Mataji, then what you can do is infuse water at night with basil seeds in a bottle. And throughout the day, the basil seeds or sabja seeds, what are called sabja seeds, they will convert into a jelly-like substance. And you consume that water throughout the day. Your Pitta will be balanced. And if you are a kapha personality, then there is a metabolic tea, which I can share these recipes later in the group. You can drink that tea throughout the day, right? Or you can put
Okay, Mataji.
cinnamon in the water and drink that water throughout the day. And if you are vata personality, then ghee and water is a good combination. Or pitta people can drink coconut water. And like in amongst oil, sesame oil is a three dosha in nature, can be used by everybody. If somebody is vata in nature, they can use coconut oil. And if somebody is kapha in nature, should not use coconut oil because it helps in gain weight.
Okay, Mataji.
But the safer side, that is why I keep, Mataji, my daily routine is I don't use any oil, any cream on the body, and my body is quite hydrated. I keep a sesame bottle, oil bottle, cold press in my bathroom, and before taking the shower, I body massage. Abhyangam is very important, and we are all aging. We should all age gracefully. We should not have wrinkles and dry skin because dryness is the best major cause of getting old or becoming old faster. So keep a bottle of sesame oil in your bathroom, massage your body properly, especially these joints, like in a circular motion properly, and jump into a shower. Don't even have to put the soap on your body. Excellent. Your body will be hydrated throughout the day.
Oh, very nice.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I ask one thing? Thank you so much, but so much to learn and so much to ponder upon. If you can share, because we will go back to the slide and think about, because
Yes,
it was
Mataji. Yes,
too
Mataji.
much
I'll
bit,
share the
yeah,
slide
to
in the group.
reflect again on that.
Sure,
Yeah,
Mataji.
thank you so much, Mataji. Very wonderful.
Thank you
It is
so much
nice,
for
very nice.
appreciating, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank
Surabhi
you
Ma-
so much.
Yes, Mataji.
time, if you get time in future or anything, you can make slides, or if you already have any information regarding kapha vata pitta, foods to be taken, foods to be avoided, some remedial
Yes,
measures,
Mataji.
you can send the slide
Mataji, I've
directly in
given you
Sati
this
Sangha.
book, Mataji. In this book, there are, I request all the Matajis to buy this book. There is a whole table of what food should be avoided, what combination should be avoided. Food group combination and compatibility chart is there. Matajis, please buy this book. It's an excellent way of learning Ayurveda and applying on your in your regular life. So my and I thank Dr. Dimple Jangda. Through her, I only learned Ayurveda. Mataji, Anuradha Mataji, you already have the book. Please go through that chart. The table, it is
Yeah,
given
yeah.
in the back.
Yeah, I know, Mataji, but for others who don't have access to this book, or you
I
can
can
send the link of that book in the Sati Sangha group.
yes, Mataji, I'll do that.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Mataji, you are telling about kapha, vata and pitta bodies, no? How do I know that I am having this kapha, pitta and this body? How do I know that?
So, Mataji, you are born with some prakriti. That is your prakriti. What you are feeling today is your vrikriti. You could be feeling vata in nature. Like if you're feeling too much restless, too much thoughts are coming to your mind and feeling light, you want to ground yourself and feel calm, then you have to have food which is kapha in nature. More sweet food, right?
Okay. Okay.
Right. So, and what if you want to find out your prakriti, what prakriti you are, that you have to consult a Ayurvedic doctor or an astrologer can also tell you. A good astrologer can tell you.
Okay, Mataji. Okay. Okay, Mataji. Thank you very much. Very
Thank you
nice
so
talk,
much.
Mataji. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. It was so wonderful presentation.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for appreciating.
Thank you so much, Surabhi Mataji.
Mataji.
Wonderful class.
Thank you.
Mataji, just one thing. Actually, I'm not in the Saki Sangha group, but I'm in Gachibowli Mataji's group. So, if you can share the slides and the link in there, it would be helpful. Thank you.
Mataji, okay. Mataji, you can send me your number directly.
Okay, sure.
I'll share the link and the slides with you.
I will share it in that group, Mataji's group.
Thank you.
I'll
Hare
share
Krishna.
the link.
Hare Krishna
Mataji,
Mataji.
somebody in the chat was asking after buttermilk wash, should we put shampoo or not?
It gets a bit oily. Yeah, if you want to, then take very mild shampoos, Mataji. My recommendation is to take very mild shampoos. Don't go with these chemical shampoos. Take shampoos which have natural ingredients. And so to find out if they are good shampoos is they will have very less shelf life and also clear in nature. They will not be very thick. And it will not form a lot of lather also. So there are few Ayurveda companies, they're a bit expensive, but my suggestion is to go for these kind of Ayurvedic products only.
Mataji, nowadays I have shifted to baby shampoos, Mataji. They are also
Mataji,
helping.
no, Mataji. If you are thinking Johnson and Johnson and these Dabur and all are good,
Himalaya one I have taken, Mataji, because I had some skin issue, so dry skin issue. So my actual problem is with the hands. So doctor suggested, so I am taking the Himalaya baby shampoo.
Mataji, no, Mataji.
No, Mataji.
Folded hands, I'm saying Himalaya and all are not good, Mataji.
Okay.
Mataji, desi ghee. Keep desi ghee with you around your table, bed corner, everywhere. And wherever you feel dryness, just rub desi ghee. A2 cow desi ghee. That is the solution,
Yes,
Mataji. You will feel the difference.
Yeah, I get the cow ghee and cow milk from ISKCON only here, Mataji. So can
Mataji,
I?
you can do it at home, whatever
Yeah,
ghee you are finding, and there are good online also on Amazon. There are good companies,
yeah.
or there is a company Haribol. It's from the ISKCON only. Haribol. They send ghee from Gujarat. They have a dairy in Gujarat. I
Yeah,
can
so I
share
also,
Haribol dairy's number, and I get ghee. I get milk from Leelanand Prabhuji's Gaushala and make ghee at home. And
yeah.
whatever extra I want, I get from Haribol.
Yes, Mataji. I also make from the same milk from ISKCON, ghee at home. And for rotation purpose, sometime I take ghee also from there only, Mataji, Gaushala, ISKCON.
Okay, Mataji, good. Then use that, Mataji. Please do not take these creams. You ask yourself, can I put this cream in my mouth? If the answer is no, then don't put it on the skin.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandal Pranam Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Nice session, Mataji. Useful one.
Thank you.
Mataji, yeah, one question, Mataji. During the season, I get lot of allergies, Mataji. I get mainly lot of sneezes and my eyes water uh, and I mean nose also will be leaking. So what I can't understand. Only during this season I get these allergies, Mataji. So is there any food I should avoid or?
Mataji, you have to see if it's a seasonal allergy or are you getting from some food. And for seasonal allergies, especially in this springtime, you will have when the winters are going and spring is starting, and this is the time of allergies. So what you have to do is there is a Ayurvedic treatment called Nasyam,
Okay.
which you can do. Well, you can do it at home also. There are Nasyam drops or desi ghee drops you can put in your nose. But first, take steam. You put Nasyam drops in your both the nostrils. Lie down for some time and keep collecting what is coming in your throat. Spit it and do a gargle of turmeric and rock salt water with warm water. Rock salt, turmeric and warm water gargle. Do it for a week or so, Mataji. Your allergies will come out. So whatever bacteria and all is getting accumulated in this area will come out.
Okay. Rock salt and warm water, Mataji.
Turmeric,
Okay.
rock salt and warm water gargle. You will get Nasyam drops on Amazon also, Mataji. Anutelam, Balatelam. These are the Nasyam drops.
Okay.
Yeah, or you can put desi ghee also.
Desi ghee also. Okay. Thank you so much, Mataji.
But don't drink anything which is getting collected in your throat after putting the drops. Keep collecting it and then spit it out.
Okay, Mataji. Yeah. Mataji, one more thing you said you should not take hot water with lemon or with
No, lemon is okay, Mataji, not with honey.
you should not take warm water with honey,
Honey
Mataji.
honey should not be heated. The honey's temperature should not rise.
Okay. Okay, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Yes, thank you, Mataji.
Harish.
Any more questions?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Very nice class, Mataji. Very
Thank you, Mataji.
excellent class, Mataji. I have a doubt, Mataji. Can we take fruits in the evening, Mataji?
Not after sunset, Mataji. That time I told you between 2 and 6, the Vata time in the evening, that's the best time to have fruit, Mataji.
After 6, we are not supposed to take.
After sunset, don't take sugar, Mataji. It will disturb your sleeping pattern.
And after eating rice also, we are not supposed to take fruits, Mataji.
Fruit and fruit should not be mixed together, firstly, Mataji, because fruit get digested in 1 hour and food takes more than 2 or 3 hours. So if you put something which digested in 1 hour and other items like rice or wheat takes 3 hours to digest, so what happens is food starts pushing the other food into the small intestine without getting digested in the stomach. So the undigested food gets stuck in the small intestine and it will create that undigested metabolic waste. And that would be the cause of unhealthy colon. So if you're eating fruit, give a 1 hour break, then eat other thing.
Okay.
That is why fruit and vegetables should not be mixed. That is why fruit and grains should not be mixed. That is why fruit and milk should not be mixed.
But custard and all we take with milk.
This is
only,
not
no?
a good combination. That Shrikhand and custard and all are not good combination. But once in a while, if you want to do it, it's okay, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So in this regard, actually I have been practicing this for quite some time. In the early morning in empty stomach, taking some vegetable juice like ashgard juice,
Yeah, Mataji, you can do that.
juice, and then breakfast is fruit, and then having.
Mataji, I would suggest until you are very much what do you say, pitta in nature, try to start your thing with something warm, right? So a herbal tea or warm water with ghee, something like that. So it ignites your digestive fire. Then you can start putting something with fruit and nuts.
Yeah, just when I wake up, I take warm water and then go to washroom, and then after that I do my chanting and yoga, and then go for the juice.
Yes, Mataji, this is okay, Mataji.
And
This is
fruit
a
in
good
breakfast is fine. Fruit in breakfast.
Yes, Mataji, absolutely.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji.
So any more questions? It's
Yeah,
already
one
5
question,
minutes.
Mataji. When you say herbal tea, what sort of an herbal tea? Is it something
Like I suggest, I
made
shared that
available or you
CCCF
make?
tea, Mataji. I'll share the recipe in the group, the digestive tea. You can have that tea or any ginger tea, or you can put any herbs, rose petals, or these things. I mean, non-caffeine teas, whatever are there, Mataji.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, and one thumb rule of Ayurveda is whatever is not, if it is not warm, it cannot transform. So if you want it to be transformed into nutrition and body should be able to absorb it, the food should be warm. Don't eat raw food, Matajis, until you are very kapha in nature and you can take raw food. Anyways, raw food is not good because it's a breeding ground for bacteria and parasites and all. So raw food should be avoided by everybody. A slight saute or steam.
Oh, okay.
Hare Krishna, any more questions?